police, you want to be in CAPF. So what is the difference between CAPF training and police training?
Sir, as a state police is under, but my father is in Delhi police, so it is under the control of the central uh, government, and CAPF is also under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So this is a similarity between the two, and both of them are serving for the central cause only. As a CAPF is protecting all over the India. So they are having a diverse training mechanisms. So they can be they should be trained in certain activities like war aggressions, like rescue and relief operations, like protecting the critical infrastructures. While Delhi police is only limited to certain region, that is Delhi only. So they must be prepared for tackling those regional incidents which might take place in the future in this capital city only.
Okay, you mean to say that Delhi police is more attuned to the law and order situation and they are well versed with the investigative skills.
Yes, sir.
CAPF is also playing the role of aggression whenever there is war. So they are taught
Yes,
about the war tactics also.
yes, sir.
Okay. There have been a lot of tussle between the governor and CM of Delhi. And there is Article 239 AA,
Yes, sir.
which recently Supreme Court gave out the direction that the services department of the Delhi should be under CM. But
Yes,
then
sir.
President gave an ordinance and over the night this went to again to the center. Comment upon it.
Yes, sir. Sir, as our Honorable Supreme Court has directed the central government uh, uh, to transfer the services related subjects to the Delhi government, that is like transfers and posting of the civil service servants present in the Delhi. But central government have provided a ordinance by having a national civil servant authority in which our Honorable CM is also a part of the three-membered body that has a principal secretary and home secretary of the state or of the union government. And the decision of the transfer and the posting of the civil servants must be taken through the majority of that particular authority. So, sir, this is a backdoor entry or for nullifying the Supreme Court order by the central government. And I believe this should not be the case, as it is largely mentioned in the Simon Cooper case of the Supreme Court, in which they have they had stated pretty well that ordinance should not be used to nullify the Supreme Court guidelines or Supreme Court judgments. So if services has been provided in the hands of the Delhi government from the Supreme Court, then it must be uh, remain so, and it shouldn't be nullified through the ordinance path of the central government.
Okay, now once the ordinance has been passed by the president, bureaucrats will serve under the direction of central government because
Yes.
there are two bureaucrats and one CM. These three have to take the decision regarding the discipline, posting, transfer of all the bureaucrats who are placed under them.
Yes, sir.
So now the government of Delhi has got only one option. They must approach the Supreme Court again.
Yes, sir.
Are they approaching?
Yes, sir. They are approaching.
Okay, fine. In September, we'll be conducting G20 Summit in Delhi. What is
Yes, sir.
G20 Summit and what is its agenda?
Sir, initially G20 was made to as a group of 20 nations to promote the economic and political partnership uh, among the like-minded countries, so that there will be a meeting of uh, uh, head of the government in various international cities for greater globalized world.
Okay, okay. Kindly read about it.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, do read about this efforts of the governor in cleanliness of the Yamuna River.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Delhi has got another problem, that is the migration. Migration of large number of persons from Bihar, UP, Madhya Pradesh, and far off rural areas. So how this migration can be checked?
Sir, as Delhi is a metropolitan city, and people are finding greater working opportunities in these kind of cities. So, for a great kind of attraction, that is pull factor towards these cities or towards Delhi, people surrounding Delhi states are coming to have a better life towards the Delhi. So it can have been checked by proper development in the regional areas of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, or Rajasthan or MP, so that people shouldn't move towards the metropolitan cities for better work opportunities or better work-life balance.
Okay, good. What kind of steps government of Delhi has taken for the protection of women in last 6 months or last 1 year?
Protection of women. Sir, there are there is one woman constable present in the PCR for day hours, so that women individuals more approach to the police personals uh, uh, if any mishap is happening. And there are one Sakhi centers and uh, sir, sorry sir, I'm not being able to recollect the efforts which are taken by Delhi government only.
Okay, they have played some muscles men in the buses. There are muscle
Yes,
men
sir.
in the buses. Then
Marshals are there.
marshals are there. Then the
Yes,
CASF is moving inside the metros also. Earlier
yes,
they
sir.
were not inside the metro. Now they are moving inside the metro to
Yes,
control
sir.
that if there is any kind of um, rigging or say touching of the woman, that can be stopped.
Yes, sir.
So then there is a woman commission also, which is looking after the interest of the woman.
Women's.
What is
Swati
the
Maliwal
Nirbhaya
is the head.
scheme? What is this Nirbhaya scheme?
Sir, Nirbhaya scheme came out after the Nirbhaya rape case of 2011, and a fund was created. Nirbhaya Fund was created to protect the women's or to provide any kind of legal assistance or any help to such uh, mistreated women uh, uh, in the society.
What benefits can women get out of this Nirbhaya scheme?
Sir, from legal assistance to the rehabilitations, each and every assistance must be provided through the Nirbhaya funds.
Okay, they can get the weapon also. If they apply for the license for a weapon self-defense under Nirbhaya scheme, they will get it very fast.
Yes.
And then all the police stations and all the SDMs have been directed that wherever there is dark zones during night, that should be
Yes, sir.
flooded with the light.
Yes, sir.
These are the steps we have taken. But in most of the states, these funds are not utilized or underutilized. What is the reason?
Sir, there is lack of vision of the utilization of these funds as uh, uh, our uh, leaders are not being properly able to mention such kind of dark zones or such kind of issues which are present in consist constituency, and that lead to the misappropriation of fund, or sometime there is a march rush like situation happening there. The funds are being misutilized or is utilized in haphazard manner.
Okay, good. 3 years ago, we had incident of Galwan Valley. What was that incident and what is the status as on date?
Sir, we are constructing a road that is Dolat Old Beg Road, Old Beg Dolat Road. I am not correct in pronouncing it right. And we are creating some kind of infrastructure along the LAC that is in the Galwan Valley region, along the Pongyong Song Lake. And we are claiming till F8 of that Pongyong Song Lake, finger 8. And China was also claiming till F4 of those fingers. So due to that uh, uh, misinterpretation of that LAC, we are in a standoff position with the Chinese army, and our army was on a stand by situation from that particular time till recent times to uh, deal with that particular issue.
Okay, we lost 20 men.
We lost Lieutenant Colonel
The
Santosh
Chinese
Babu.
also lost 5 men in opposition to us. And now we are having conversations with them, negotiation with them at the
Yes,
level
sir.
of foreign ministry, at the level of corps commander, that is lieutenant
Corps
general.
Commander.
But still, there are certain areas where there is no negotiation and no resolution has been made. What are those areas?
Sir, first is the claim of ours is not being settled by the Chinese army that we are having the claim till F8 of the Pongyongsog Lake. And second is uh, the construction which is increasing in our sector is also not being justified by the Chinese army.
Read about it. These are two areas are Damchok and Dipsang.
Damn joke.
Damchok
Yes.
and Dipsang. These are the two areas which have not been resolved so far. In spite of our negotiation, 17 times our lieutenant colonels have met with the Chinese counterpart, and even the
Yes.
Joint Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs meets them. But still, there is no resolution. In 1962, when the Chinese attacked us, there was Battle of Razangla. Can
Yes.
you narrate something about that?
Yes, sir. There was a major known as Major Shaitan Singh,
Okay.
and he was leading a, a troop of 100 Jawans, 104 Jawans, if I am guessing the correct
That's
figure,
correct.
and
Yes.
and they are majorly belongs to that Ahirwal region of Haryana or
Yes.
that Delhi NCR.
Most of them were from Rewari.
From that
That is
Ahirwal region of the Haryana and Delhi NCR. And those among those 104, around 100 of those Jawans have lost their life by killing the thousands of the Jawans of the Chinese army. So, and we have made Ahir Dham to commemorate the uh, sacrifice of our Jawans in the Rewari district also.
there is a memorial in the Rewari city also for them,
Yes,
where the battle, history of the Battle of Razangla is there.
yes,
Okay.
sir. Ahir Dham is the name of that
Okay. Good.
memorial.
Okay.
Yes,
Good. There is a demand from the Ahirs that there should be Ahir regiment. Do
yes,
you
sir.
think that there is a requirement of Ahir regiment in the army?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, the caste-based demand in the army shouldn't be placed in our in such recent times so that there will be a chaos in the society. Each and every caste will demand such kind of regiments in the army, and there will be no proper mechanism to cater those needs of the individual. So that can have a cascading effect over the uh, situations. So that if each and every caste or predominant caste in our society will demand such kind of regiments in the army, it might compromise our national security if these interest of certain sections of the society will be taken care of.
Okay, good. When Agniveer scheme was launched, there were a lot of protests in Palwal, Rewari, Gurgaon, Faridabad, which are parts
Yes,
of Haryana. What was the
yes,
reason?
sir. Sir, in these belts or from the these are the majorly a rural background, and each and every individual in these areas are aspiring to become the Jawan or having an army uh, you have love for the uniform services. As most of the individuals from my village is also contributing in the armed forces, so they are having that kind of patriotic feeling as their grandfathers, fathers are serving in the army in itself or some kind of uniform forces. So by incorporating or by implementing the Agniveer scheme, we are some kind of shattering their dreams to have a proper serving period in the army, or by restricting that serving period of 17 years to just 4 years for some individuals. Those might not get retained after the Agniveer scheme.
Okay, so do you think that it is a good scheme or should we revert back to the previous recruitment before the Agni scheme?
Sir, I think and I believe it is a good scheme as there is a lot of economical or financial hardships which are taken or which have to met by the government. For example, the pension scheme or most of the defense budget of our country is going to met the pension demands of the individual. So if we have been uh, uh, taking the old uh, uh, way of recruiting the individuals to the army, that might hamper the defense budget of the country. And secondly, the four after 4 years we are uh, having 25% of the individuals back to the army and providing some kind of mm, skills to those individuals or reservation to those individuals so that they can have their say in the armed CAPFs or any state police forces, and they can serve better if as much they are serving in the armed forces. So the dream of theirs to join the armed uniform forces must is getting fulfilled through one way or the other.
Okay, so basically you are also from that area, Ahirwal, what we call. So besides the armed forces attraction, what should be done by the government of Haryana or Delhi so that there is employment in this area? Besides army or CAPF, the youth should join some kind of employment. What can be done in addition to that?
Sir, as our central government is providing our new education policy, that is NEP 2020, and it has a vocational training in itself. And we are having certain schemes like Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana or Skill India missions. Such schemes are providing better skills to the individuals so that they are more employment oriented. And secondly, the skills which the rural people are having uh, uh, pot making skills, like electrician skills, like plumbing skills, which they are getting from their forefathers, should be recognized or registered so that they find better alternatives for work opportunities and shouldn't restrict themselves in the village or local area.
Okay, good. Why you want to be an officer with the CAPF? You have applied twice with the CAPF and civil services twice.
Yes,
Why
sir.
you want to become officer?
Sir, as I believe that I am having some qualities like leadership skills, good communication skills, empathetic and hardworking. And I am having a background of uh, uh, from my grandfather to my father to till my brother who are serving in Delhi police.
Okay.
So I am having that kind of love for the uniform forces and
Good.
yes,
You didn't play any games, what I could see from your dad.
yes,
Uh, and you didn't join NCC also. What is the reason?
yes, sir. Sir, I am playing some games like badminton, like cricket, but at a local level or for my physical fitness only. I haven't played any games at zonal level or district level, so that's why I didn't mention in it my DEF. And I haven't joined NCC as it was not available to my school and nor to my college.
Okay.
That's why I haven't joined it.
Given the choice in academy, if you are selected, you will have to play football, basketball, hockey, or volleyball. Which game will you select and why?
Sir, I will select uh, volleyball.
Okay. How you can build team building team leadership qualities in the players of volleyball?
Sir, at first we are having a team. If we are not having a team, I will definitely motivate the individuals to make a team in my company only. And by selecting their, by at first voluntarily contribution of theirs, and secondly by having their physical fitness or the requisite demands of these sports. For example, long heighted individuals should be recruited so that there is a easy smashing playing can take place, as volleyball requires such kind of techniques for better playing. I will motivate them by having uh, uh, by reminding them of their strengths, for example, their height, their physical gestures, or by teaching them some kind of skills,
Okay,
which
good.
is very much required for the volleyball game.
Okay, okay. Why teamship is essential, even if you have to conduct a small operation of raid or hideout or patrolling in CAPF.
Sir, in each and every aspect of life, where you are having a team, uh, we can delegate our work according to their capabilities or abilities. And in CAPF like situations, we are having a team of some individuals who are better in some way or the other in each and every scenarios. So we can delegate our work according to their betterment, and so that the optimal utilization of resources and effectively and efficiently uh, completion of work will be there. So
Good.
that's why teamship is required.
Okay, okay. Now in your volleyball team, you don't find that there is teamship. They are
Yes.
least interested and they always keep on calling each other by names. And you are losing the games. So you
Yes.
must show them 2, 3 movies. What are those
Yes.
2, 3 movies which you can show them on building leadership and teamship?
Sir, the first and the foremost movie is Chak De India,
Okay,
which I will show them, and second is De Danadan.
okay,
Uh, these two movies related to hockey and football, I will show them, as in these movies, uh, initially the teams are or the players are only belonging to their states respectively or their country club respectively. But later on, they found a vision to make a team and to fight for India, and ultimately they won a World Cup by beating the Australia in the Chak De India. And also in Dedanathan, they got a football, they become a football champion in the movie. So by suggesting these two movies, or by having a session of my team uh, with me only, I will watch these two movies and try to make a team among them.
okay. Good, thank you. We'll stop your recording.